Quite the game today. What did you make of the match?
Well, it had everything, didn't it? Sending offs, goals, counter-attacks, saves, it had everything. But like first and foremost, I'm really proud of the boys today. I was kind of thinking back to my first game here in January, and we played Linlithgow away, and we had the same kind of issues with Pyper early in that game, and just the space of 9 months, the difference in the team from then to now, it's just leaps and bounds. So no, I'm extremely proud of the boys today. Extremely proud. We set out with a plan. Pyper actually made the plan a little bit easier because we'd been working on counter-attacking during the week, and it was more obvious we need to counter-attack after you got sent off. So we worked on that, and then the third goal was just devastating counter-attack, and it's just, I'm just delighted that the boys have taken on board what we're asking them to do, working on it during the week, and then it comes to fruition today, and that's all you can ask for as a manager.
Maybe starting with that, it's still a young team we got to remember, and a fairly inexperienced team beyond a couple of players there. How important are games like this and performances like this to help build kind of those young players and this kind of young team?
Yeah, they should take something out of games like this, and wins equally they should be taking stuff out of losses. They should be learning every week. Learning today that when to counter-attack, when to make that run forward, picking their moments. And it was probably really evident, young Caelan, for the third goal. For a young kid at 18, his awareness to pick Snedden out in his run, where we produced a 3-on-1 because Taylor was involved in that as well. And Caelan's weighty pass, the right timing of the pass allowed Blair to go on 1-on-1. So, no, I'm absolutely delighted, and like I say, extremely proud of them.
Starting with our goalkeeper, Liam Campbell, probably that Albion defeat's hard, conceding 4 goals any sort of time, especially one from the halfway line potentially. Yeah. But he's had a brilliant game today, kept us in it at 1 apiece and allowed us to have that platform to then counter-attack. How happy were you with the way Liam played today?
Liam's a good goalkeeper. He's a young goalkeeper. He's going to make mistakes. Going back to the Albion Rovers game, I don't think he was at fault for the goals within that game. He has made mistakes over the course of the season, but equally he's saved us a lot of points. Think back to the Clydebank game. He gave us a platform that day to go and win the game, and equally he done that today. Some of his saves at 1-1, outstanding, and that's worthy of the points as well. I know Blair Snedden's going to get the plaudits, Kyle Sommer's going to get the plaudits, but Liam's a huge part in that as well. So we're really fortunate. We've got really two really good goalkeepers at the club.
Losing a player after 25 minutes, had 10 men and having to play for over an hour with 10. You've talked a bit about how that didn't really affect the tactics too much, but was there any kind of shift you had to make in terms of being down to that 10?
We had to obviously change the structure of the team, because we know what Linlithgow are good at. So we had to flip the team a little bit. Asked Harry to do something that was a wee bit unfamiliar to him. He played a wee bit time with his back to the goal. That's not really his game, as everybody will be fully aware. But he done it to the best of his ability. He still caused them problems. He worked so hard for the team. He doesn't look like a lone player coming here and working as hard as he does. We seen that last year. There was lone players here who came and their priority was their loan club. Harry's here and he's working as hard as anybody here. And giving himself the best opportunity to progress in football.
Definitely. Obviously, in terms of the goals scored today, like I said, really good quality counter-attacking football, which kind of involved lots of different players and lots of different elements that we do really well and that our players do really well. How happy were you with the quality of the goals that were scored in the...
Second goal was brilliant. Taylor's awareness for his reverse pass to Kyle. Kyle was instructed today to break lines to help Taylor to get beyond Taylor, and that was just evidential in that second goal where he seen Taylor coming. Taylor's done a great run across the box, and Kyle's ran into the space that Taylor's created, and Taylor's got that quality to find that pass, and I was delighted with that. And like we've already discussed, the third goal, again it's Taylor's involved in that, but with Blair, and this is your left back who's scoring up in the right wing after defending a corner. You know, that's outstanding. You know, that's the desire that we need from our players every single week.
I guess the last question is looking ahead to Tuesday, and you know the theme of this season a little bit's been inconsistency sometimes. You know, not losing games back to back, but not always winning games back to back either. What are you looking for on Tuesday night to try to get those 3 points and to make it back to back?
Consistency. Wins? It's consistency. It will come. You know, it may not be this week. You know, let's not get ahead of ourselves. I said that to the players. You know, enjoy today, enjoy tonight. You've worked so hard. Reset tomorrow. You know, we've got a game to win. We need to reset. We need to get this away for that. Win one, lose one. Pick up a draw here or there. We need to make this place hard for people to come and take points from us, and that's where we stand in terms of Tuesday. Cali Braves can't come here and get an easy ride. We have to have a team that's willing to work as hard as they did today, and we will create opportunities. It's having the quality and the composure to take the opportunities and try and get ourselves out the doors on Tuesday night with another 3 points.
Brilliant, thanks Kev.